This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Yo, what up, though, people? Like to welcome you back to the Keep It a C-Note podcast. As always, I am your boy Brown. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. If this your first time tuning in, salute to you. Please do me a favor, make sure you hit the sub button. Everybody that's tuned in, please hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell so you can stay notified when we drop new content. And don't be afraid to leave a comment. If you agree with something, you disagree with something, you want to correct me on something, or if you just want to call me a Oouuber, let me know in the comments. Just make sure you keep it a C-Note. And please share this video with somebody that likes to talk sports and entertainment just like you so that we can all talk that talk together. Funniest thing I've seen all week, the Dame Lillard, Portland Trail Blazers, whole soap opera. What other team would you like to play for? We're not interested in trading Dame Lillard. Blah, blah, blah. Like, knock it off already. We're in an era where people are criticizing Dame Lillard's loyalty. Why? If that man chooses to want to win on his terms, what is the problem? Keep it a C-Note. What's the problem? He don't want to go play on a team that's loaded. He doesn't want to take that route. You got to respect it. We got to knock it off already. Please. Again, shout out to the Denver Nuggets winning their first NBA championship. I want to ask y'all this question. Does the Denver Nuggets have enough to be the next dynasty in the NBA? Yes, no, keep it a C-Note, let me know. Nikola Jokic is signed. Murray is signed for at least the next 2 seasons. Michael Porter Jr. is signed. You got the core. You got guys that know how to play with each other, pause. And it's not hard to insert certain pieces like Golden State Warriors were doing when they had their core. Or like Duncan, Ginobili, and Manu were doing when they had their core. So yes, I believe it's possible for them to be the next dynasty. I'm not saying it will happen, but it's possible. The thing with the NBA is these guys this on cores on teams, when you get them superstars, like you draft a Steph, a Clay, and a Draymond, and you got a good core and they grow together, while they're getting better for 3 or 4 years, you got superstars hopping from team to team. And when it comes down to it, they got no chemistry. It's almost like Team USA was. We were sending whoever we wanted over, and those guys were playing together 5, 6 years. Their chemistry was just better. That's what I think it is in the NBA. The thing is, it ain't a lot of cores. That's why I know Jaylen Brown is due a super max contract. But being as though it's a lack of cores, I wouldn't trade him. I think they just need one other player and a bunch of good role players, better role players. But I do believe, as for the Denver Nuggets, yes, Michael Porter Jr. is the ace in the hole. Pause, because I don't think he's reached his potential yet. Just looking at him in the playoffs, he got way better in the playoffs. And he still got a chance to get better. So I think they got a chance to be the next dynasty. I don't know if they will be, though. We'll keep that on alert. check back on it after next season. But keep it a C note. Let me know. Do the Denver Nuggets have enough to be the next dynasty in the NBA? Yes, no. Speaking of Denver, Nikola Jokic, again, 2-time MVP. First time Denver has ever won a championship. He set all type of records in the NBA playoffs and the finals. Finals MVP. Where you ranking Nikola Jokic? Is he top 5 all time? Because I got some people saying he's already top 5 center all time. Is he top 10 center all time? Keep it a C note. Let me know right now. Who's your top 10 greatest centers of all time? Who you got? And I did a little tweak into my list. Had to go back and review things. But at 10, I'm going to Chief Robert Parrish. Robert Parrish got a bunch of championships, and on them teams, he averaged about 17 and 10. And he was sharing shots with Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, DJ, guys like that. So I think he could even did better than 17 and 10. I'm just keeping it a C note. At 9, this is one of my centers that dropped on my top 10 list. I got to go Patrick Ewing. Big Pat played in one NBA Finals. He was a great player and all that, but he's dropped to number 9 on my list. Number 8, I got Nikola Jokic, the Joker. He's done enough to go to number 8 on my list. Number 7, I'm going with the Admiral, David Robinson. David Robinson got 2 chips. One, Tim Duncan carried him. But in his prime, David Robinson was a monster. And I got him at 7. At 6, I'm going Moses Malone. Moses Malone, 3-time MVP. Played in a couple championship games, won a championship. He had years where he was averaging like 24 and 15. Whole monster. I got Moses Malone at 6. At 5, I'm going Bill Russell. And a lot of them records that Jokic was breaking in the NBA Finals was Bill Russell's. Like that most assists in the game by a center. That's all Bill Russell. And again, we criticize that era. But my whole thing is, if you are good enough to do it, you're good enough to do it. That's why you see all these years later where after Oscar did it, Russell did it multiple years, averaged the triple-double. If you're good enough to get certain number, if you're good enough to get 30 and 20, then you can get 30 and 20. I'm just keeping it a C note. So a lot of that stuff they did was hard, pause, and a lot of these guys still haven't done it. I got Bill at 5. At 4, he's the most dominant probably that I've seen, but I got him at 4. Shaquille O'Neal, couple championships, changed the game. At 3, I'm going Hakeem Olajuwon. The Dream got 2 chips, Defensive Player of the Year award. He's won MVP, Finals MVP. He's up there all-time steals leader. He's up there all-time blocks leader. Hakeem the Dream, my number 3. Number 2, I'm going Wilt. Again, Wilt has a lot of numbers that to this day dudes can't do. So I got Wilt at 2. And number 1, I still got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the greatest center of all time. But who you got? Keep it a Cino. Let me know. Top 10 centers of all time. Who you got? Let me know. New Orleans Pelicans, they're all over the news. They're trending everywhere. They say they want to move up to the second or third pick in the draft. They want to get Scoot Henderson. It's a lot of talk about who would they trade or who they would have to give up. And you only got two options if you're trying to get Scoot Henderson, and that's Zion Williamson or Brandon Ingram. Keep it a C note if the New Orleans Pelicans move up to number 2 to get Scoot Henderson. Who would you give up, Brandon Ingram or Zion Williamson? Keep it a C note, let me know. I'm trading Zion Williamson in a heartbeat. And I'm not trading for all the stuff that's going on in social media world or his personal life. I'm trading him because he doesn't play in games. In 4 years, he's missed over 208 games. He's a monster when he's on the court, but he's not on the court enough. He gets injured, and then he's out of shape. Brandon Ingram is getting better year by year. And Brandon Ingram just looks like a guy that you could fit different pieces around. Pause. More than Zion. I don't know how Zion will work with Scoot Henderson and just a bunch of high-flying action. I think that New Orleans has enough talent. They made it to a play-in game without Zion. I think they're only going to get better. I'm just keeping it a C note. So me personally, I'm getting rid of Zion Williamson. Move on from that money, get you another couple pieces, and make a playoff run. Let me ask y'all a question, because I'm not a G League guy, and it's a lot of talk about Scoot Henderson. Is he the real deal, or is this just a bunch of hype? Keep it a C note, let me know. I seen him working out with a team, for a team, and I can't lie, he looked impressive. He was hitting all his jump shots. He was getting to the rim. He's athletic and all that. So he did look impressive, but I don't know because I haven't seen many G League games, so I don't know if he can shoot or not. Every time I see a Scoot Henderson highlight, he's flying in the air. I don't know if he'll be able to do that in the NBA, but then again, Ja Morant does it. So who knows? I'm just asking for help. Scoot Henderson, is he the real deal or is he overhyped? Keep it a C note. Let me know, please. Please, somebody let me know about Scoot Henderson. NBA draft is approaching. And being as though the draft is approaching, there's been a lot of talk, especially on this show. Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid. Nikola got the MVP first. Now he's got the ring first. These guys seem to be connected at the hip, but they also were both in the 2014 NBA draft. That draft had Wiggins go 1, Embiid went 3, Aaron Gordon 4, Marcus Smart went 6, Julius Randle went 7, Zach LaVine went 13, Nikola Jokic went 41. That's just some names that was in that draft. Knowing what we know now, if we were redoing the 2014 NBA draft, who would be the top 5 players in that draft? Just based off what we know, what we've seen from their career so far. Keep it a C note, let me know. Me, 5, I'm going Andrew Wiggins. I know he was the number 1 pick in that draft, but he would be the number 5 pick in my draft. I'm just keeping it a C note. Number 4, I'm going Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon could do whatever you need him to do. You need a basket, he could get you baskets. You need him to grab rebounds, he can grab rebounds. You need him to defend the best player on the other team. He can do that too. That's who I got at 4. At 3, I'm going Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine doesn't do much winning, but he definitely get busy. So I would have him at 3. At 2, I'm going Joel Embiid. And of course, at 1, I'm going Nikola Jokic. Julius Randle would not make my top 5. Marcus Smart either. But keep it a C note. Let me know what's what. 2014 NBA draft. If you're redoing it right now, who's the top 5 picks in that draft? Just based off what we know now. Keep it a C note. Let me know. I gave y'all 10 through 6, my running backs. I'm going to continue the top 10 list. To recap, at 10, I had Tony Pollard. 9, I got Saquon Barkley. 8, I got Aaron Jones. 7, Jonathan Taylor. 6, CMC, Christian McCaffrey. At 5, Dalvin Cook. I know Dalvin Cook just got cut, but that was for financial reasons, not because he's a bum. He's one of the most explosive running backs in the league. I don't care what y'all saying. Yeah, he's a little injury prone, but so is McCaffrey. So is Saquon Barkley. So we not going to do that. Number 5 on my list, Dalvin Cook. Number 4, Austin Eckler. He might not be a stack pack every year on the ground, but he's going to give you 600-700 yards out the backfield catching. He's going to get in the end zone. He's a magnet for the end zone. So I got Austin Eckler at 4. At 3, I'm going Josh Jacobs. Jacobs gets busy. He's top 3. He's my number 3. Number 2, I got Derrick Henry. I know it's going to be a lot of hate about that. He didn't fall off or none of that, but I just got him at 2. Number 1, I got Nick Chubb. Consistent. He still gets his numbers, even when he's sharing the backfield with a guy like Kareem Hunt. He could give it to you anyway. Pause. On the ground, he catches out the backfield. Nick Chubb, my number 1 running back in the NFL right now. What's your thoughts on that? Keep it a C-no. Let me know. Top 10 running backs. Who y'all got? Because y'all always criticize my list, but who do you got top 10 running backs in the NFL right now? Let me know. Before I get out of here, I got a question. Because sometimes it's things that just make me wonder. Sports betting is a big thing right now. Pause. It's huge. You see the commercials everywhere. They're promoting this app. Gamble on this app. It's not in every state yet, but it's in enough states where they're pushing sports gambling on us. One point in time, sports gambling was illegal. I have a question that maybe somebody can help me answer. If sports betting was illegal, why was the newspaper always putting the spreads of the games in the newspaper? That's like saying, hey, we know marijuana is illegal, but this is the best 5 places to go get marijuana from right now. Or, hey, liquor is illegal, but this is our brandies of the day. Can somebody answer that for me? Just let me know. Sports betting. If it's been illegal all these years, why have newspapers always put the spread of the games in the newspaper? I would say programming us. They're programming us to already gamble. Sports betting is like the lottery now. Everybody's trying to hit a ticket. I know so many people that gamble on these sports apps and do prop bets and all that, and they don't even watch sports. It's like a new form of the lottery. And I don't know how they come up with the line. I've never known that. But seeing the way everything is played out, I think this may have been what they were grooming us for all these years. I'm just keeping it a C note. I'm about to wrap this episode up, though. Hold on, before I wrap this episode up, though, I just got to ask, what's going on with Teofimo Lopez? He went in there, he destroyed Josh Taylor. Now he's talking retirement. I don't understand what's wrong. Is something wrong with him? Is this just a movie? What's going on with Teofimo Lopez? Now he's saying he's only getting $1 million a fight. He should be up to more money than that. But don't you got to negotiate that? What makes you win a belt and then say, I'm retiring? You got all these fights on the table. Can somebody help me out with that, please? Please, somebody help me out with that. But yeah, I'm about to wrap this episode up, people. Again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If this your first time tuning in, salute to you. Please do me a favor. Make sure you hit the sub button. Everybody that's tuned in, please hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell so you can stay notified when we drop new content. And don't be afraid to leave a comment. If you agree with something, you disagree with something, you want to correct me on something, or if you just want to call me a Uber, let me know in the comments. Just make sure you keep it a C note. And please share this video with somebody that likes to talk sports and entertainment, just like you, so that we can all talk that talk together. As always, I am your boy Brown. Please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell everybody. Keep it a C note. I holla at y'all.
This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da.